Hey there, guys and girls, ladies and gents, and welcome back to episode 3 of our Newport County Rags to Riches playthrough. I have skipped forward a few games, so we'll go through them to start with. The first game was the away tie against Boreham Wood. We managed to win that 3-1. We did go 1-0 down in the 35th minute. However, just before half time, we managed to score in the 45th minute and the 45th plus 2, so the 47th minute, to put us in a commanding lead. And then from that, from the shake-up, from going basically almost going in winning at half time to then going in losing at half time, they just couldn't get back into the game, and George Broadbent scored an absolute long-range peach in the 82nd minute. We then played our home tie against Woking, and we left it very late to score the winner. 85th minute, brought on Bright, and he manages to tuck in a very acute finish from close range. But today we've got an away tie against Southend, and then the most important game that I've brought you back for is a home tie against Scunthorpe, who are currently first, and I think if I remember rightly are unbeaten in about 20 games, so it's going to be a very interesting tie to say the least. In terms of club news, I had a little play around with the wages and I've got rid of a player, so we're at least under the budget now. We're not really saving any money, or we haven't really got much to play with, but we have got rid of a player out of the club. We managed to sell Nick Townsend. He was our backup goalkeeper. In the end, Stoke City for some reason come in for him, but we managed to sell him and get rid of him off the wage bill. We will potentially be bringing in a player. She's looking to bring in Jordan Garrick into the club. He was at Swansea last year, our parent club, but unfortunately didn't make any appearances for them and scored 0 goals. But he looks like a very good all-rounded player. He can play attacking right and attacking left, and he can play striker as well. So it gives us a bit more depth in that attacking positions that we need. We've got a lot of defenders, but we don't have that many attackers. So we really need another attacker and another centre mid to sort of go into the team. But other than that, not much else has happened. We're trying to sell Broadbent, but no one wants to pay the £2,000 a week, as you can imagine, in this league. So he's at the moment stuck here, which, with the injury anyway to McGavin, isn't such a bad thing. Without further ado, let's get that intro rolling and let's get this afternoon's game underway. So here we go, ladies and gents. The team sheet has been submitted. Quite a usual team sheet from what we've seen the last few league games. So we've got Joe Day in goal. We've got Walters, Butler, Dimitrou and Haynes in defence. Again, probably said Dimitriou's name completely wrong. Rob Sinclair and Broadbent in midfield, with Isgrove and Walker on either wing, with Waite just in behind Bright. We're giving Bright the start this afternoon, just so he can see what he can do. Obviously, he scored that late winner for us, but we have got Tavide on the bench if needs be. We're going to go out there and speak to the team, ignore the critics and just try and enjoy yourselves out there. Not really happy with that. We're going to pump our fists. Been on a good run of form lately, so go out there and impress me. Everyone seems composed, it's not really that interested. I don't want to go with the bottom option every single time where it says about the media writing us off, because it's just going to get very boring. And if I was a player here in that week in, week out, I just wouldn't be very interested in it overall. So we'll leave that to the big games that really sort of pump them up and get them motivated to do well. We've got an away tie here against Southend. Not an easy game. Obviously, they were a Sky Bet League 2 side not too long ago, so they have got some infrastructure here in the club. But really, obviously, with how the media predicted us to finish in the squad that we've inherited, we're not doing too badly. What I'll do is, once the game is finished, I'll show you where we are in the league table. So far in the league, we are undefeated since we've taken over, which is very good indeed. A little bit disappointed to get out the FA trophy, but I'll happily take that. It means the fixture congestion won't be as bad a little bit later on in the season. Encourage the boys. 45, 16 minutes played. Wait into Sinclair. Lovely ball for Isgrove. Couldn't get to the other wing, unfortunately. Broadbent. Sinclair seems to make the boys tick in this midfield. He seems to be one of the ones who's always receiving and releasing the ball just at the right time. Isgrove cuts it back. Oh, Bright just can't get there. Fender comes across nicely. Unfortunately for us, some of the players are absolutely puffing, and we're only 23 minutes into the game. Absolutely knackered. Half an hour played. We're going to bring off Isgrove because he's picked up a knock, which is unfortunate, but it's going to keep happening to some of the fitness levels that we've got at the moment. With the fixtures how they were in December coming thick and fast, We've got quite a lot of knackered players still, so it's just about trying to rotate the squad. But that's the problem. This hasn't got enough depth and enough players in it to properly rotate it with quality week in, week out. It's probably only got about 4 or 5 players that are semi-good enough to get into the starting lineup, really. Broadbent. What is that? Why? Just giving them the possession straight back to them. Why would you do that? Butler into Collins. What can Collins do here? Oh, lovely bit of skill. Does get taken out though. Broadbent. Why are you shooting from there, Broadbent? What are you doing? You're about 40 yards out. What's the point of even trying to attempt the shot there? So there we have it. That's half time, 0-0. We're going to point our finger assertively. Our shooting has not been good enough. That really does need to improve. And we are going to take off Wait and bring on Tavide in a more supporting role to Bright, but of course he can get forward with his natural instincts to push up further in the pitch. We're going to then leave the rest of it for now. I don't want to change it too much because we've only got one sub left, and of course if we get any injuries we're going to need to take them off. But there are quite a few tired players out there, unfortunately, for us at the moment. What can we do in this second half? What can we do different in the second half to make an impact in the game? I haven't really seen much from us or from them, to be fair. It's been a pretty dull game of highlights at the moment. Day with the long ball downfield. Bright picks it up, though. He just either side of the goalkeeper and you would have scored that. He's only 17, so we'll let him off. He is quite decent for his age, but still, I want you to be doing better than that. Highlight just continues from that chance. "47 minutes played." They're just playing it around. They get the ball in. Oh, it comes off the crossbar. Luckily for us, we have not conceded there in the first part of the second half. 58 minutes played. Highlight here for us from the goal kick. Awful ball upfield, but at least he deals with the header back. But they are through here, but we deal with the danger nicely. The fullback comes across, steps in, gets the tackle in. It goes out to the winger to end the highlight. A 0-0 draw, is that bad against Southend? Probably not in the grand scheme of things, but with how the team has been so poor and how sort of run of form that we're on, really, we want all the momentum we can get to go into Scunthorpe. Bright's in though. Oh, Turner's made a great save. How has he not put that away? Come on, you've got to do better than that. I mean, it was good control of the chest and then on the volley, but if you just put that a little bit more in the corner, that was going in. We're going to bring off Sinclair. He's absolutely shattered, and if he picks up a yellow, he's banned for Scunthorpe, and we definitely need him. 80 minutes played. Can we get one last final attack? One last final highlight to put us in the lead? Dangerous free kick for us. Oh, we can! George Broadbent! The guy who is arguably on his way out of Newport, trying to get forced out by the manager, has turned up in an important moment. We take a quick free kick. The opposition didn't get set up quick enough. Collins with the initiative to do that, and Broadbent comes in with the header on the edge of the box and puts it in the back of the net. Very good. We're going to go very defensive and just time waste now, kill the tempo and shorter passing. 83 minutes played. We're just going to sit back, park the bus. 1-0 win. We'll take that away from home against Southend, arguably one of the better teams in the league. 4 minutes of additional time here. We just need to hope for no injuries as well. Fingers crossed, no injuries. Dimitrov. Oh, all over the top, but the defender doesn't deal with it, but Bright wasn't on his toes and thinking where it was going to land. Long ball over for them. Oh, Danny Rose was in, but he's dragged his volley wide of the mark. Absolutely dragged it. Why are we playing these long balls? That's it. Collins picks it up. No, hold on to it. There's only 20 seconds left. Oh, okay. Professional foul. We like it. Just to see out the game. Let's not concede from here, though. They play it short. Just get rid of it. That's it. Broadbent, well done. Maybe we'll have to reconsider selling him and just see if we can renegotiate his contract to earn a little bit less. Let's go into the dressing. What a great win for us. That was very good. Very well done, lads. We weren't at our best, but we still got the result, which is true. You know, we could have probably done a little bit better out there with the chances that we've created. But as you can see, with the 2 games that we've played off camera, and of course this win now, we are up to 7th. So if you remember rightly, we took over when we were sitting in 17th. We've won obviously all of our league games back to back, and we've bounced straight up to 7th. So the objective is to get in the playoff spots, and we are currently achieving that objective. Obviously, we've got a long way to go, still a lot of games to play, so who knows? We are only 9 points off the top of the table, but I think it's going to be hard work to catch up with the likes of Scunthorpe and FC Halifax, who really have had the form on their side for the whole season. 3 to 4 days for Isgrove's injury, so that's not too bad. So I'm going to skip the press conference and skip forward. If anything exciting happens or any news comes up, I'll let you know. If not, I'll bring you back when we are at the game against Scunthorpe. Just a quick update for all of you wondering at home how Llangefni are getting on since we've left. If you remember rightly, we left on the 1-1 draw against Barra, and unfortunately, it's not been good. A 2-0 loss, a draw, a 1-0 loss, and another 1-0 loss. They are still sitting in 6th. I at least gave them a good plateau to be able to build on that and not get at least relegated this year. Still 2 points clear of 7th. But what could have been if we were still there fighting for European football. But hey, we are at Newport County now with a new adventure and a more exciting career prospects, arguably. AFC Wimbledon have come in for Ryan Haynes. 21 grand fee. My preferred destination would be to go there. That is a lot of money, but he is arguably one of our good left. But he is a good left back that we've got in the club. We have got a loanee that could fill the void for the time being. He is 28. That is a bit of money that we could reinvest. What I think we're going to do is we're going to stall the offer because I want him to play against Scunthorpe. Because if we can keep him at least for Scunthorpe, we know we've got one of our best left backs playing against arguably the best team in the league currently. Then we'll potentially look at accepting it. We also scouted Will Jones. I don't know if you remember him from Llangefni, the 5-star winger that decided to just leave us. He's only an F. He's absolutely atrocious for this quality of league. So at least we know, like I said before, that there's not any player from that Welsh Premier Division that is going to get into our squad. Just shows obviously the quality of step up that we've made. What we did do as well is we've offered out some new contracts on the players that were leaving, but we've tried to at least get the wages down and the wage bill down. So some of them have started to filter through now and been accepted. Some of them had to get paid exactly the same, but some of them, the older players at least in the club, have pretty much all accepted pay cuts, which will free up a little bit more of the wage bill for us as well, which is good. I don't know who initially gave some of the contracts out. They're absolutely ridiculous. They signed a new 2-year deal. He was previously on, I think, 1.4k, so we got that to 1.2k, managed to get that down by 200. Isgrove was on 1,300. We managed to get that down to £950. So it's just going to free up even more budget. We're now spending £1,000 less than the budget when, if you remember rightly, we were spending about 1,500 over the budget when we first come into the club. So here we go. We're at the game against Scunthorpe. A very big game indeed if we want to start clawing some points back from the big guns in the league who are currently sitting in 1st, 2nd and 3rd. A win here could propel us up to 4th. Harrogate's game has been postponed, so depending on what happens in the Bromley and Aldershot game, we could be moving up to 4th place in the league with a win. But of course, if we lose, we could be dropping out of the playoff places. Let's get the team selection underway now. We're going to bring out basically our big guns in this game. We want to win. We need to win. We're going to have all of the big guys playing, and we're going to have our usual team. Realistically, I've already made a few of the swaps and changes on the field, so we don't need to make too many more changes. I think we'll bring Joe Thomas on at right back, just so he's got the additional bit of play here. And we'll use Walters as sort of our impact sub. I've been very impressed with him since I've come into the club, but I think starting a more natural right back is going to definitely help us in today's game than, say, arguably a more attacking right back. We want to be solid at the back as well as good going forward. So let's get the boys into the dressing room and let's see what we can do to motivate them to bring the 3 points home to Newport County this afternoon. So here we go. The team sheets are in. We've already looked through the teams, so we're not going to go through that in much detail. We're just going to get straight into the dressing room. We are going to go with Pump Fists I think it's time we shut a few people up and prove that their criticism is unfounded, don't you? Everyone's looking motivated, some are looking inspired and motivated. That's exactly what we wanted. We want to really put on a big show here, just squash any negativity about the club in the press, and a win today would definitely do that and show our true intentions for the rest of the season. Obviously, we're still fairly new here, so the players are still buying into what we're doing and the style that we're trying to abide by. So far, so good. They've bought into it well. They've been training well. Can't really ask for more. They're getting used to the style and the formation that we are looking to play as things stand. 2 minutes in, that was the end of the first mini highlight that you get from kickoff, and now we've got the actual highlights of the game. So, in the possession at the moment, on the attack, Walker plays it back to Haynes, Sinclair, Thomas. What can Thomas do with it here? Back to the midfielder Sinclair. Isgrove lays it off nicely. Oh, Tavide and Isgrove linking up very well between themselves there, getting the shot on target. Unfortunately, we just can't make the goalkeeper work that little bit harder. Tavide here. Loose ball to try and get it into weight. Very loose ball indeed. Let's regain that possession now. Let's make sure we're looking at our usual pressing techniques. We're a little bit out of position there. Lucky for us, Perry drags that shot wide. 15 minutes played. We're going to encourage the lads. The attacking players are starting to absolutely get knackered week in, week out at the moment. Luckily, now that we're in January, the schedule should calm down a little bit. I think we've got another game in 2 days' time against Aldershot. But then other than that, it's once a week because we're not really involved in many of the cup competitions anymore, which is good. Thomas into Sinclair. Butler. Long ball over topped into Tavide. He was offside anyway, but still not getting the shot on target. Disappointing that we're not even working the goalkeeper, even with him being offside. Really, we should still be testing the goalkeeper at every opportunity that we can. So far, so good though. We've had a good amount of highlights, good amount of possession. We're dominating on the possession stats. 55% for us, 45% for them. That's one thing that this formation and our passing style does allow us to do. Pretty much dominate the ball. But of course, we do have to then make that pay off into chances and into goals. Free kick here in our half. Just outside our half, sorry. Sinclair into Isgrove. Lovely ball. Can he get his ball across? Gets deflected by the goalkeeper and straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Long goal kick downfield, but Butler deals with it nicely. Sinclair again. He's like our Xavi Alonso of the team. He's always got the ball, pinging it left, right and centre. Unfortunately, we can't make the header pay off though. 40 minutes played. Goalkeeper comes out. Butler's there. Thomas. Isgrove. Long ball over there in. As soon as we turned over the possession then, I thought something was going to happen. The run from midfield here by that player, O'Neill, absolutely incredible, and the defenders just can't get back in time. Day tries to come off his line, probably would have been best suited to stay on his line there, but unfortunately for us, he comes out and we do get punished. But that's disappointing with only their first shot on target and they get their first goal. We just need to be a bit more clinical at the moment in front of goal because we have had the shots on target, we just haven't really been doing enough. We're going to thrash our arms. What was that? Get your acts together and start playing like the favourites we are meant to be. We really want to be pushing forward now, get the equaliser early on and then go on for the winner. 55 minutes play. We're going to make some changes. We might bring on right. No, we're going to bring on a more natural right winger. Going to bring on Collins and maybe bring off Waite. Put Broadbent into there and then bring on Bennett into midfield. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see what Broadbent can do in a more attacking position. Obviously, he has been good for us in the last few games. He scored pretty much in the last 2 games that we've played. Can he make the impact that we need him to make this afternoon? Encourage the boys. Broadbent. In that more advanced role now, so we'll be keeping an eye on him with his red boots. Ball over the top and Divides get absolutely pushed over. Divide wins us the penalty. Haynes steps up to take it. Is this his last goal of his Newport County career? It may well be because he may be leaving the door after today's game, but at least paying off, making the stall on that decision has counted for us. He's put the penalty away, a lovely placed penalty into the left-hand corner of the goal. 1-1, 65 minutes to play, and we've picked up another injury. How many injuries are we going to keep getting? And we haven't got anyone else who can play on the left. We've already subbed them off. Very annoying. We're going to have to just put Do we put Walters there? No, Walters can't play there. We're going to put Collins there because at least he's still half a star. Put him back to a supporting winger and bring Walters on to the right. 67 minutes played. Can we get back into the game? We're still on a balanced approach. We don't really need to go cautious. We're at home. And we still want to be pushing forward to try and get that goal. So far, 13 shots, 5 on target. It's okay. Could be better. With the 5 shots on target, we've obviously only converted 1. So in terms of conversion, it's not great. But we've got a dangerous free kick here. Ball in from Dimitrov. Oh, Walters. He gets his head on it, but he goes over the crossbar. That would have been an absolutely brilliant goal by the Impact sub there if he actually managed to pay it off. But a dangerous throw in here again. Ball into the top. Tavares there. Is he offside? Oh, I thought he was. It looked offside, to be fair. I didn't think it was going to count. He's only just offside, unfortunately. What a header, though, to get it in on the goal. But unfortunately, he was offside. Let's take that momentum forward. We've got a throw in to defend here, though. Let's get rid of it. Oh, straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Nicely. Quick early distribution. Butler, what is that? Play it out into midfield. Why do we always try that ball into Divide? He's not the target man. Oh, and look at that. All from a mistake. Why are we playing them long balls? It's not an instruction. And I've said it time and time again. Stop trying to do it. Or at least do it so he's got to run onto it. He's not a target man. What's Day doing? He's doing a bloody Matrix dive by the looks of it backwards. Disappointing. 5 minutes of additional time. Can we at least get one back to secure the draw? Probably not with the amount of time that's left, but you never know. Anything can happen in football. Walters takes on his man, beats him, gets the ball in, Divides there. Straight over the crossbar. 93 minutes played, and that should be pretty much full time now. And there we have it. We've slumped to a 2-1 defeat to Scunthorpe at home. Not good, not good. We conceded based on an individual error, once again. So we're going to thrash our arms. We weren't good enough, and I don't have words to express how angry I am. I don't know why you're seeming demotivated. It was your fault that we conceded. Just hoofing the ball upfield. It's not what we're looking to do. I've never asked you to do it. It's never been an instruction, so stop doing it. Walker's out injured for 10 days to 3 weeks. Oh, honestly, the injuries just keep mounting up. Everyone's knackered. Scunthorpe unbeaten away run reaches 10 games. Yeah, piss off. Harrogate have got 2 games in hand from where we are as well, which is... Oh, and Ebbsfleet have got a game in hand as well. And if they win that, and so have Barnet. Ugh. Okay, well, we know where we are, and we know the objectives of today. The objectives of this season are not to win the league. It is just to finish in the playoff position and then potentially build on that, whether we go up or, of course, whether we stay in this league for next season. But I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new around here. Leave a like on the video if you haven't already. It helps me a lot more than you think. And let me know in the comment section below, where do you think we're going to finish in the league? Do you think we are going to finish in the playoff positions? Or do you think we will slip further down the table as the season goes on? I reckon we'll finish in playoffs. I've got a good feeling about it. I reckon we're going to probably come maybe 4th or 5th. But I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah.